Evaluate the definite interval. Okay, remember when we're evaluating a definite interval, first you need to find the antiderivative, and then we'll evaluate it at the endpoints. So when we have the definite interval from a to b of f prime of x, we're going to end up with, if the antiderivative is f of x, we'll have f of b minus f of a. Okay, so for this particular example, we're going to have to use substitution to find the antiderivative. And so our goal for this one is going to be u to the n du. So the first thing you're going to do is figure out what your u is going to be. So this one here is pretty obvious. We're going to let u be 5x plus 9. Stuff in parentheses there. And so now that we have our u, we've got to find the du. So taking the derivative, we get 5 dx. Okay. So now we have to substitute in for both u and for du. The u is there. We've got the u, but the problem is with the du. So if we can fix it, great. If not, you'd have to try a different method. So this one here, we're only off by a multiple of 5, so we can fix that. So I can go ahead and put a 5 in here, as long as I put a 1/5 in as well. That way I'm only multiplying by a 1. Okay, so now I got my 5 and my dx are replaced by a du. So now I make those substitutions, so I have 1/5, and then we have to integrate u to the third du. For the moment, I'm going to leave the endpoints off because those are for x, and right now we're in a different variable, so I'll bring them back when we get back to x. Okay, so now we take our antiderivative, we're using our power rule. So I add 1 to the exponent, u to the fourth, and then divide by my new exponent. And so this will give us 1/20 u to the fourth. Like I said, we're still going to have to evaluate it. So putting this back in terms of x, we'll have 1/20, and then 5x plus 9 to the fourth power. And now our endpoints, -3 to 2. Okay, almost done now. All right, so I'll substitute in 2 for my x. So I'll have 1/20, and then 5 times 2 plus 9 to the fourth power, and then I'm going to subtract from that the value when x is a -3. So 1/20, 5 times a -3 plus 9 raised to the fourth power. All right, so plugging this into your calculator, let's say I'm going to get 1/20, 19 to the fourth, and that'll be 6516.05. And then for the second one, -15 plus 9, we'll get a -6 to the fourth power. And so -6 to the fourth power, and then divide that by 20, and that'll give us 64.8. So subtracting those two here, I end up with 6,451.25. And that'll be our final numerical answer.